Washington in the past so good when they score first. Campbell pass ahead. She's getting caught. Hatch facing goal. Campbell has to get back. A better shot. Not saying that was easy, but a better shot. It's 2-0.
And that's okay. These are the mistakes that we're going to see early doors, and a tactical change here from Houston Dash. This is something we haven't really seen from Jane Campbell.
We're going to see if this is going to work today.
Joining higher up the pitch, she's got to be more decisive with her decision. The ball stuck underneath her foot, which limits her range of pass. She forces a bad ball, and then it's just Lang with movement back to protect the goal.
Back to the feet of Kingsbury at the other end for Carl.
Match 1 of 2. Both start at the same time.
Press there.
Orlando 1, Chicago 0, and Washington 1, Houston 0.
Get set up for that? Some goalkeepers would run back quickly and try to get set up, but I don't think she had time.
Yeah, I think she was pretty upset that she conceded possession in such a dangerous area of the field. But you can't have a pity party as a goalkeeper. You got to get back.
McKeown on the ball, and now that ball was cleared out. For McKenna Morris, it's her 6th career regular season goal in just her 13th appearance. She was more like a super sub last year. Only started 4 games, but did well. Contact there, the foul on Houston. And Sophie Schmidt, former Canadian international. McKeown back to the feet of Kingsbury. 10th year in the league for Aubrey. McKeown will start up the right side and put that one out of play.
Hello.
Tended for Morris. Jacobs throw in. Sheehan forced back.
Try to get this going here.
All the way back. Katie Lind tracks it down. To the feet of Campbell. Hatch goes after that ball. Nielsen.
Okay. Want it up
and then back for Campbell. 20th minute. Spirit on the road. A 1-0 lead. They won 8 games last year on the road. Tied with 2 other clubs for the most wins away. And they told us they want to be better this year on the road. So
can't do anything about it right now.
Patterson, 5 in the attack now for Houston. Oliveri, the cross into the arms of Kingsbury.
I don't know about that.
Well, that was a charming bit of football from Houston Dash. I don't remember too many sequences like that last year. Already a good start with their bravery, trying to build out of the back, switching it from one side, overloading that left side, isolating Avery Patterson out on the right, then an overlapping run from Oliveri. These are good signs for Houston Dash.
25 season. Should be interesting.
Shot ball from Kingsbury. Bernal.
I wonder when they're going to start talking about
Kingsbury.
The problems in Utah. Or is it Bay?
And that ball's going to
I
go out
don't
of
know
play.
now. Which team's having the coach problem?
McKenna Morris with the game's only goal came in the 16th minute. Gives Washington the lead.
Guess it doesn't matter.
Opening weekend in the NWSL. 2 games tonight.
Mine's
4
my mess.
games tomorrow. 1 on Sunday.
Haven't been able to clean yet.
Out for the ball. Wires over there with it. In a battle with young Ricketts, who's still not 18 years of age.
Thanks for the like.
Somebody I wouldn't want to be battling with, Jake.
Yeah, signed at 15 when you think about it. Amazing. And getting minutes. With a team as talented as
This is
Washington.
provided free from NWSL Plus, so hopefully YouTube and NWSL don't come after me for it.
Last week.
You can get your own account at NWSL.
And now she gets a
Or
second
plus
start.
She
NWSLsoccer.com.
is tenacious, which is probably the understatement of the game.
So there's another paid game going on Amazon.
Sheehan.
Orlando versus Chicago. So. But this one's provided free from the NWSL. So we're rebroadcasting it here on YouTube.
Turned over, though. Hat slipping it in towards Ricketts,
Ooh.
who got upended. 2 players down, ball going out.
I think
Play stopped by Matt Thompson, the referee.
she got a knee or something to the head there.
It's Nielsen who's down.
Ricketts. She needs to have a good season this year. She's one of the
And here's
youngsters
a little bit of
in the
that tenacious
league.
play I was talking about earlier. Paige Nielsen slides across to
Nielsen
confront,
is the player I
cleared
gotta
that
hit.
ball out of harm's way. Chloe Ricketts just can't stop her momentum and just clatters Nielsen on the floor.
Sorry, I'm feeding my dogs, so.
Play is stopped to check things out.
Well, that might have been a shoulder injury. They're terrible.
Available subs
So how we doing there,
Kristen
chat?
Westphal, who you see right
I know you
there.
can't talk if you haven't
Another
subscribed.
acquisition
So.
during the offseason. Houston not only changed the head coach, but Angela Hucles Mangano used to be with Angel City, former national team player, became Houston's general manager. And then we saw a bunch of player moves that, at least on paper, look very, very good. And on the field tonight, we're seeing them look good.
I mean, even with all the quality players that the Dash have
I
brought
need to
in, I
remind
do
myself
think
to
Fabrice Cottrell will
turn up
be
my
the most
YouTube bit rate.
influential protagonist
Sorry it's
of
so
that
low,
lot
if you're having
because he
issues.
has a difficult task. He talks so much about setting the standards and the character and the competitive environment, the culture of this team. He also talked a lot about the tactical flexibility and the adaptability of being able to control all phases of play. And he has meticulously designed these principles to allow this team to flourish autonomously with their decisions. But he also spoke a lot about, I want to push, I want to challenge, I want to stretch the individuals, because this is a philosophy that is really centered around the individual growth so that they can have
has a
a
face mask.
collective framework that
Did
not
she have
only
that
just
before?
emphasizes
I don't
like,
even
their
remember
technical
now.
skill or their tactical understanding, but develop these players to be autonomously making decisions and solving problems on the field on the fly.
Spirit with the ball and the lead. Off Kruger. Tap forward. Right for that ball. Is out.
Questionable.
Only goal came from McKenna Morris, 16th minute.
Am I
That's the
talking?
difference in this game. Santos
What are
leaves
you
it.
doing?
Kruger blocked off Patterson. Throwing for Washington.
There we go.
Spirit have their home opener next weekend against Kansas City. Kansas City's playing tomorrow against Portland as they open up their season at home. Led by Temwa Shawinga, last year's top scorer and league MVP.
It's going to be an interesting match tomorrow. It's early. 12:45 Eastern.
The World Cup and Olympic play for Canada. Back for McKeown. Washington very comfortable on the ball. Intended for Kruger. That's going to go out. '27th minute. Spirit by 1.
First match of the season. It's kind of slow and sloppy both sides.
Casey Kruger. Trying to find Hatch. He's playing out wide tonight. Ball out of play. I saw Hatch last year start the season, struggle to get some minutes playing wide, but then at the end of the season, she was very, very active and very effective and more central.
And she was setting the tone for this press, and we saw her in the open be in a position when the Spirit do create those turnovers, to be in a position to immediately impact the opponent's shape and exploit the space, always figuring out positions where she can receive the ball facing forward and cause as much danger as possible.
Off the dash throw in, knocked out by Narumi. least I thought it was off Narumi. Apparently not. Last touch a Houston player.
Oh, really?
Because it's a Washington throw-in. Casey Kruger had that long run with the Chicago Red Stars. Now just the Stars, by the way. They dropped red from the name. Stars playing tonight, trailing Orlando. Foul given there. Free kick, Houston.
They also don't have Mallory Pugh over in Chicago. She did not start. Not available for selection.
Close to the half-hour mark.
Mallory Pugh. Mallory Swanson. It's been like 3 years and I still say her name wrong.
Push players upfield. Nielsen went short. Got the return.
Some are speculating that she's pregnant, which I don't think is true. Others are speculating that she's trying to get traded.
Washington's ball with this restart. Lacey Santos.
But we don't know.
Right next to Narumi. You can see those two combining a lot this year.
We do not.
McKeown outside the circle. Bernal. Chased by Bright. Bernal with just enough on it for Kingsbury. First touch, not a good one. Turned over. Olivieri wanted some better movement there. And Houston,
put it out of bounds.
Potential scoring chance, lose the ball.
Just
Washington Spirit have had a hard time breaking through this 4-2-4, 4-4-2 mid-block here for the Houston Dash. They've had some possession, but haven't been able to penetrate through those front two lines of pressure and coughed up the ball in some really dangerous areas.
Campbell well out of goal.
First live stream in forever.
Jacobs.
He's getting sick on the floor.
Jacobs holds. Had Schmidt with her. Schmidt has now dropped back. Jacobs still on the ball. Forced all the way back. Lind did well to beat that, and then Hirschfeld had the hands on Ryan. Foul is given. Free kick, Houston.
Well, that's that second wave of pressure. Hal Hirschfeld reinforcing that press from behind, getting pressure on the back of Yasmin Ryan, just trying to hassle Harry, create that physical contact to disrupt the Houston Dash's possession.
It's easier for me to clean up.
That's how they generate so many of their attacking opportunities.
I'm sure he ate cat food then, is his problem.
Short ball from Campbell for Nielsen. Past the half-hour mark. Washington up on a McKenna Morris goal.
Speaking of, I gotta get my cats.
Outside the box, pushes it short. Lind.
Hey.
Jacobs.
Let me go get the cats.
Morris tries to stop that play, knocked it out.
Get back, Jack. Oh, don't mind the mess.
Ryan.
Yeah, cat. Your friends are outside.
And foul was given. Free kick for Jacobs. Schmidt. Campbell. There's Hatch after it. Nielsen wide. Patterson blocked. The pickup by Hirschfeld. Olivieri after it. Turned over again. Houston more aggressive tonight than we've seen him in the past. So we're too close to Kingsbury.
Okay. Where are you going, chat?
McKeown on the ball. Kingsbury. For now. Tries to go a bit long. Finds Santos. Patterson slows her down.
All right, let's get in this game, chat.
From Kruger. No room there, but Santos found room for herself. Plays it into space. Good job communicating. Back to Campbell, so it's an easy play. Sheehan. Hirschfeld all over, has some help. Here's Morris. No foul given.
Ricketts.
Ricketts off the crossbar after Campbell save. Rebound goal for Hatch.
Go!
2-0 Washington.
Boy, it's been a long time since I've done that. I'm pretty sure Ricketts had a goal right there, though.
Ashley Hatch comes up big, but it was Ricketts who nearly scored.
Poor Campbell.
Well, this opportunity
unlucky.
stems from yet again another transition moment. Jane Campbell starts with the ball in her hands and forces a bad throw into Delaney Sheehan. It's a difficult ball for Sheehan to receive with 3 Spirit players on her back. And
that was in. That's a Ricketts goal. That's a Ricketts goal. It was in.
Go forward. First touch forward. Head up. Ricketts blasts this one from distance. Just gets the underside of the bar, and then more static defending here from the Houston Dash. Ashley Hatch, the only one making an attempt at this ball, easily just walks that one in, doubles the lead. Washington
That's
Spirit
Ricketts' first professional goal. It was across the line.
It's a 2-0 Washington lead. They're checking it. Question was on the Ricketts ball that went off the crossbar, if it went in, but they're going to say it is Hatch.
Boo!
And as long as that stands, it's her 54th career goal.
It was in.
7th with Washington, where she is their all-time leader.
A yellow card.
Well, I got to tell you, this doesn't feel like a 2-0 game for Houston down, but that's what the scoreboard says. A yellow card for something here. Is it for repeated fouling?
That was a Ricketts goal. 100% all day.
Who it's on. He's talking to Gabby Carl. So it'll be Carl, one would assume, in the 35th minute.
Oh, this is Gabby Carl trying to get pressure on Yasmin.
No, stepped on her shoe.
Houston Dash that wants to receive the ball going forward. So the Spirit have been very intentional about getting pressure, limiting the opportunities for Ryan to get the ball faced up.
Go.
Carl just
you have food.
That one, earns
Cat.
herself a yellow card.
Did you go get food, buddy?
Back to your point, JP, about this not feeling
Whoa.
like a 2-0 game. And
thanks.
The Spirit playing the Houston, they have to be proactive and reactive
Carlos,
in terms
of
their defending. You cannot let your guard down
subscribe.
in any singular
Yeah, it's
phase.
not giving me anything of what happened, but
there
thanks.
for the Spirit that they capitalized on, it came from a ball that the Dash had complete control over. The ball's in the goalkeeper's hands. They have to be more careful and meticulous with precision in their final third, in their build-out, because this is a Spirit team just so good in transition moments.
Matt Jacobs hurting at the moment.
Exhibit B, why I don't want to get into a battle with Chloe Ricketts.
Relentless. Schmidt will put it back into play. 2 goals in this game, one by Morris, one by Hatch. Washington seeking to improve over last week's game, looking for more chances created, better finishing. They've got both of those so far in the first half.
Ooh. I really got to get this turned off, but
easy for Jacobs versus Carl. The cross on a bounce. It's cleared away.
That's interesting.
Morris, Carl, pressed by Bright. Ryan picks it up. Missed on the pass. Look out here. In transition for Santos.
Good defense there.
Ball was taken away though cleanly by Colaprico.
Oh, that's exactly why they brought a player like Danny Colaprico into this side. Reliable midfielder, break up play, brave relishes an opportunity to get stuck in there and just pick possession off. Keeps this play alive for Houston Dash.
Into the box, denied by McKeown initially. Dash recover. Jacobs. Jacobs wide again. Chased by Hirschfeld. Sheehan. Back for Lind. Nielsen. Olivieri. Sheehan. Carl pressing. Back for Jacobs. This is Schmidt. Right now, Houston's finding it tough to penetrate this Washington defensive effort. Houston's pass blocked. Dash keeping it. Patterson. Colaprico. Despite all of the good things we've seen tonight out of Houston, they're down by 2 in the first half.
I'm not worried yet. I'm still retaining my optimism here.
Not
for the
worried
Houston
yet.
Dash. This is going to be a process, and there's going to be some teething problems in the beginning of the season, and they're playing against one of the best teams that a lot of people think will contend for the Shield this season, and especially with very contrasting styles, right? This is a Houston team that's trying to slowly implement their possession-oriented style, which is going to take bravery, and it's going to take a lot of mistakes to get to that final product, and they're matched up against a team who are going to exploit those opportunities on mistakes every single time.
Let's be fair, Washington last week just won the Challenge Cup, so they have a complete competitive match under their belts. They won in penalty
10
kicks.
for Hatch. Collected by Houston. Lynn.
Houston did play some friendlies.
Ryan getting it back. Hirschfeld defends. Ryan across.
Good ball.
On a bounce.
Oh.
Settle there. Quick shot by Patterson was blocked.
Good guy, Kruger. Kruger with his block.
It. I see Santos. The entire ball out. Barely. On the sideline. There's other NWSL action happening right now. Orlando Pride hosting the Chicago Stars live on Prime as that shot is wide but deflected for a corner.
It's a good opportunity there for Messiah Bright.
Thanks for that.
Illustrating her ability to post up, receive, initiate contact, and roll defenders.
Still not popping up on my YouTube, it's just making noise over my Streamlabs.
41st minute. The visitors with a 2-0 lead in Houston. Olivieri cutting it back. Patterson. And then Kingsbury got it. I would have thought that was intended for Olivieri, but it looked like two players not on the same page.
Hey.
McKeown.
Piper.
Spirit trying to take this lead into the locker room at halftime, which is only a few minutes away. Campbell set a saves record last year. Leaves it for Lynn.
She set a saves record, but that just... She was getting shots all the time. She had no relaxation time.
Sheehan was on the chase. Did well to keep it in. Hirschfeld
No.
again making the play, but a foul and a warning. Well, Carl received the yellow
Excuse
for
me.
persistent infringement. Hirschfeld is close to getting one, I would think, based on this conversation. What a terrific first year she had. I don't want to say from out of nowhere because people knew she was good, but that good in her rookie year?
I mean, this was the perfect fit for her to come to this Washington Spirit team who took on a bunch of rookies and poured a lot of time and investment into those rookies to help them develop. But it is Hal Hirschfeld's superb work ethic, I think, that really makes a difference. She covers a ton of ground. She's reliable. She's effective in both transitions, defensively and on the attacking side as well. They need that aggressive disposition in the center of the park to facilitate their chance creation. She's the perfect player to do so.
Second team best 11 a year ago.
Houston's had opportunities this first half, so I'm sure they'll get one, maybe two. Maybe they'll actually beat them in the end.
Jacobs throwing.
But
Jacobs ended up getting it back. Colaprico, somewhat risky, but she knows what she's doing. Nielsen to the right. Patterson on the move.
guess you're all subscribing. Thanks for the subscribes.
Try to cut it back for Sheehan. Instead, it's Colaprico.
Again, this is provided by NWSL Plus. Get your free account at NWSL Plus from their website, plus.nwslsoccer.com.
Jacobs. Houston trying to get something positive before the half ends. Hatch leading that press. Campbell beating it with the long ball, but there's Hirschfeld. Narumi with a trap.
Oh,
Hirschfeld.
It's going to be hard for me to remember Narumi's in banana yellow now instead of North Carolina orange and teal. Orange. They weren't orange. Or were they blue? Blue and teal or something.
Final minute, first half. Washington has to be
probably be 2 minutes of stoppage time.
44 minutes plus. Now a 2-goal lead.
Oh, back of the head. Come on.
Ricketts chasing, doing a little bit more.
There's tenacity in Ricketts.
One yellow card first half went to Gabrielle Carl for persistent infringement. Goal scored by McKenna Morris and Ashley Hatch. Reminder, if you're just joining us, Trinity Rodman available on the subs bench tonight, and Coy Bethune finally put on the active roster tonight. Saw her and Rodman come out on the field together. Bethune is available.
That's good. She was season-ending injury, so it's good for her to be back.
Towards Bernal. 4 minutes added on in stoppage time.
4, okay.
Bernal, short. Santos, Colombian star, goes back to Bernal. McKeown. Washington slowing down the tempo. End of the half. Hirschfeld.
Good push.
Strong run. Still going. Laid it off on the right side of McKenna Morris. Morris with the cross.
Oh.
Hatch couldn't get to it.
I think someone yelled for it.
Off there.
Yeah.
Narumi. That's headed away. Bernal blasts it.
Still in. Play it.
Didn't play for a little bit. Well, it's still in there. Looked like it was going out. Finally, it is out for a goal kick.
Good try. Good try.
That's the first time that we really saw Washington Spirit penetrate in a central position. We're able to find that little through pass into Hal Hirschfeld. She receives that on the half turn and just meanders so easily through the Dash's central midfield before she takes it out to McKenna Morris. Well, that's an evolution of her game that she's going to want to continue to contribute on the attacking side of the ball.
Oof.
Out for the ball, turned over again. Hatch, Morris. Hatch was calling for it again. Morris fires it right into the arms of Campbell.
Good job, Campbell. Good save.
Campbell will put it back into play. Closing moments of this opening half from Houston. 2-0 Washington Spirit lead. Rico, by the way, has officially gone over 15,000 career minutes after playing in 44 minutes tonight.
Nice. Good job, Colaprico.
I think she's a player that we're going to see re-energized for this Houston Dash team. Struggled a little bit with San Diego. I mean, everyone kind of struggled last year on the San Diego Wave, but Colaprico is going to be a major contributor in the midfield, helping in the build-out in that 3-2 shape, a little bit narrow next to Sophie Schmidt, but she's going to be able to help in defensive transitions as well.
There's Sophie Schmidt. Lind. Right after it. Messiah did well, got cleaned out after that, but got it forward. Patterson on the move. Several in the box for Houston. Played across, headed
off the bar.
Ryan couldn't get a shot off. Houston almost nicks one in the end of the half. Would have given them some life going into the locker room at halftime. It's Nielsen looking for Patterson wide. Kruger defends, wins it.
And kicks it out.
Lost it for a corner, so maybe one last chance here for Houston before the half ends to get on the board.
Well, that last attack was a good-looking one for Houston Dash. 3 players in central position occupying the back 4. That gives space and freedom for Avery Patterson to stay wide and attack that space while building a little bit of momentum as well. Narrow miss.
Olivieri went near post for Bright. It's deflected back out. Touch from Colaprico. Comes back. Beyond the 4 minutes of stoppage, here's Ryan.
That's a good ball in.
Nielsen. Jacobs. Into the box. Cleared up high. That was by Hatch.
It wasn't clear. It was just booted.
Carl. Couple of deflections.
Yeah, that's got to be out of the zone, ref. There you go.
That's going to do it. First half has come
subscribe.
To a close. Morris and Hatch are the goal scorers. If you're the Washington Spirit, this was a terrific first half.
Oh, it's a good outcome so far for the Washington Spirit, but we still haven't really seen them
halftime
this game with their possession. They haven't really been able to break down the Dashes 4-2-4 mid-block. They've had some possession, but not as much penetration to be able to build into that final third. They were able to catch the Houston Dash, who are trying to pin the Spirit against the sideline, and that has been used to their advantage. But on that first goal, that left the Houston Dash 2v2 in the box.
Not a bad half. Orlando.
We have with us the player that scored the first goal, McKenna Morris. McKenna, thanks for joining us. Give us your thoughts on the first half of play.
Yeah, I think it was a solid first half. We scored 2 goals. That's always great. I think there's room for improvement. We can build out a little bit more. We can press them a little bit more. But it's a great start to the season.
McKenna, how can your team just try to fashion a bit more possession and control in this match?
Yeah, I think it's just having patience and doing what we did last season and all through preseason. It's just playing how we know how to play, playing with patience, and just be calm on the ball and find the right spaces. It's there for us. We just got to find it.
Can you tell us about your goal? Walk us through that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been practicing a lot, just being in the box and always being prepared and being ready for everything. So when she made the save, I was there to just bury it.
You were ready. Thanks for joining us, McKenna. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
That's McKenna Morris, who scored on the 16th minute. Ashley Hatch scored one in the 33rd. At the half on the scoreboard on Washington, 2-0 in Houston.
They'll say it was a Ricketts goal. We need a replay. We'll get that after their ads are over, of course. Maybe we'll even get a slow-mo replay. Then we can really complain about it being not a Ricketts goal.
The NWSL is the most competitive league in the world.
You're watching Avengers Assemble.
I channel my inner Dennis Rodman on the field.
Oh man, the league has grown and it's awesome to see.
NWSL is changing. Almost an entire generation is leaving just as the game is beginning to soar.
I'll leave
leave everything on the field, but I want this title.
Good job, Marta. Glad you're back. I think you're back through 27 or 8.
College Av's private student loans are designed with
I forget how long our contract is.
your budget and keep life simple. With competitive rates and an instant credit decision, there's a reason our loan experience is highly rated. We've got your back from application to graduation and beyond. Get started with helpful tools and resources that allow the whole family to stress less on the road to success with College Ave.
Son, what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to live the good life.
I want to be a sports broadcaster, Dad. Said no one. But here we are.
So what do you want
What do you think? You like the NWSL chat?
You'll know what the good life is when you live it. Kia, movement that inspires.
Who's
Watch
your favorite
this.
teams?
No excuses. We pick it up, we control the
No
game.
excuses.
Let somebody know. All right, we're smart. Let's go.
Watch us move. Watch us fly. Watch us break. Watch us burn. Watch us rise. Watch us rule. Just you watch.
Maybe one day I'll be invited onto their broadcast booth. Wouldn't that be something?
What do dogs want when they spin? Ah, the irresistible smell and taste of new Caesar warm bowls.
Mars, huh? The candy company.
Welcome back, everyone, to Shell Energy Stadium in Houston, Texas. The home team struggling on the scoreboard. Washington Spirit on goals by Morris and Hatch have a 2-0 lead over Houston. Here are the highlights in the first half.
Well, this was one of the best opportunities here for the Houston Dash. Just look at Sheehan, baits that pass into Hal Hirschfeld, quickly picks it off, waiting for some support, doesn't get it quick enough. Washington Spirit sit off, give her that space to unleash this shot from distance, forces a really good save out of Kingsbury. Bernal there to put it out for a corner. But just look at all of the numbers that Washington Spirit overload on that left-hand side, pull the Dash out of those central positions, static defending from Katie Lynn. It's initially a really good save here from Jane Campbell, close range reaction. Jacobs there trying to get the rebound, but falls kindly to McKenna Morris. But then the Dash trying to build out two players, creating that turnover. And for the Washington Spirit, they win the ball back. They are single-minded, counterattack immediately, defend to create those chances.
Slow-mo of that.
Gets her head up, tries to challenge Jane Campbell from distance. It's a great first opportunity.
This here.
This is the underside of the bar. Comes back out, more static
on the
defending
line. Okay,
from the
whatever.
Houston Dash. Ashley Hatch there to put that one in the back of the
Boo.
net. Avery Patterson looks to isolate and get something going in the attack for the Houston Dash late in this first half. Two deflections off the crossbar. Yasmin Ryan can't put this one back on frame. It's a good-looking opportunity there from the fullback who continues to get isolated in advanced positions.
Numbers from the opening half of play: 7 shots for the Washington Spirit. They put 4 of those on target, finished on 2 of them. That's efficiency.
Well, they had 3 quality chances. The first one they scored. The second one, they created a turnover from Jane Campbell. The third one they scored. So 3 quality chances, 2 goals scored. So efficient with their opportunities. Now can they be efficient in possession? And Houston Dash, their approach play has been okay, but can they create that into some more high-quality chances?
Head on possession, ahead on corners, but down overall on the scoreboard by the score of 2-0. Come back with us for the second half. We'll see if there are any changes for either side.
It matters late at night.
It matters when you aren't sure and need someone who is.
It matters when times are tight and saving money can really make a difference.
Thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate you.
Hi, Alex.
Where you get your medicine has never mattered more. That's why we have more locations than any other pharmacy. With pharmacists you get to know right in your neighborhood.
Where you get your medicine matters.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this.
No excuses. We pick it up, we control the game. Let somebody know. All right, we're smart. Let's go.
Watch us move. Watch us fly. Watch us break.
Is she get released? I don't think she got released.
Watch us rise. Watch us rule. Just you watch.
We live for the NWSL on ESPN. Facts for the trend spins and the soap shrugs. For Double B, the MVP, and the GOAT. NWSL kickoff weekend on the networks of ESPN and ABC.
Son, what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to live the good life.
Good.
So what do you want to do when you grow up?
You'll know what the good life is when you live it. Kia, movement that inspires.
The NWSL is on Ion. Ali St. Laurent and the Royals take on Bay FC. Then, Linby and Zolo in the Rain take on Gotham FC. Coverage begins Saturday at 7 p.m.
Ion, it's on.
This March, the only way to survive the college hoops postseason is to embrace the chaos with Fanatic Sportsbook. We're going all out with a $5 million fan cash drop. Bet $20 or more on the college hoops parlay and win your share guaranteed. Use your fan cash on bonus bets, team merch, and so much more. On top of that, new customers get up to $1,000 in bonus bets across your first 10 days. Embrace the chaos all tournament long with Fanatic Sportsbook.
Mm-hmm.
Washington Spirit on the road with a 2-0 lead over Houston on opening weekend of the NWSL. And speaking of opening weekend, it continues tomorrow. Temwa Shawinga, Golden Boot winner, league MVP, and the Kansas City Current are at home hosting Sam Coffey and the Portland Thorns. 12:30 p.m. Eastern on ABC. That's an exciting one to watch just for Shawinga alone. But so many other matchups. We have Utah Royals, Bay FC tomorrow. Ali Sentner, that's a new look, improved Utah squad.
I think that's the sneaky best game of the whole weekend, JP, not just because we're on it, but because both of those teams were trending upward at the end of the season. They snuck into the playoffs, and Utah really were shining under Jimmy Coonrotz and some of those young developing talents.
Sunday, California derby as well to close out the opening weekend. See what the second half brings. Spirit by 2 on the road.
More Telluride.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to live the good life.
So what do you want to do when you grow up?
You'll know what the good life is when you live it. Kia, movement that inspires.
Paying for your kids' college can feel overwhelming. That's why College Ave's private student loans are designed with flexibility to fit your budget and keep life simple. With competitive rates and an instant credit decision, there's a reason our loan experience is highly rated. We've got your back from application to graduation and beyond. Get started with helpful tools and resources that allow the whole family to stress less on the road to success with College Ave.
We live for the NWSL on ESPN. Facts for the Trend Spins and the Soap Shrugs. For Double B, the MVP, and the GOAT. NWSL kickoff weekend on the networks of ESPN and ABC.
This March, the only way to survive the college hoops postseason is to embrace the chaos with Fanatic Sportsbook. We're going all out with a $5 million fan cash drop. Bet $20 or more on the college hoops parlay and win your share guaranteed. Use your fan cash on bonus bets, team merch, and so much more.
Kansas City
on top
games
of
on
that,
ABC.
New customers get up to $1,000 in bonus bets across your first 10 days.
That's why it's on a
Embrace
weird
the chaos
start time.
all tournament long with Fanatic Sportsbook.
Watch this.
No excuses. We pick it up, we control the game. Let somebody know. All right, we are smart. Let's go.
Watch us move. Watch us fly. Watch us break. Watch us burn. Watch us rise. Watch us rule.
Wow.
Just you watch.
DD's still there.
The
I should release
NWSL
them.
is on Ion. Ali St. Laur and the Royals take on Bay FC. Then, Linby and Zolo in the Rain take on Gotham FC. Coverage begins Saturday at 7 p.m.
Ion, it's on.
Welcome back to the NWSL opening weekend. Getting ready for the start of the second half. Washington up by the score of 2-0. Jill, what do you think went on in the locker rooms of both teams, the talking points?
I think both teams will be happy with pieces and elements of that match. Obviously, Houston Dash are trying to change the way that they want to play. There's going to be some teething problems, but I think they had some good opportunities to get into the final third with some of their playmakers on the ball. And for the Washington Spirit, I mean, just so clinical and efficient with their chances. Would love to see Narumi get on the ball a little bit more to be able to help break that first line of pressure for the Houston Dash and be able to advance the ball up the field in a more controlled manner.
On a quick look, no changes to start this second half. Your goal scorers: McKenna Morris, 16th minute. Ashley Hatch, 33rd minute. And that's where we stand entering the second half as Bernal plays it back to Kingsbury. McKeown. Kruger. This is a Washington team with so many veterans. Their record was good last year when they scored the first goal. When they were up at halftime, same thing. They know how to close out games, but there's still 45 to go. And if Houston could nick one, it's game on.
Well, 2-0 is still the worst score to have.
For the Spirit.
Gives you false security.
Kansas City next weekend. That's their home opener. Next Saturday, Houston is at Chicago. Houston really struggled at home last year. Fewest road wins in the league. And this year they start with 3 of their first 4 at home. They need to make this a tough place for opponents to play in.
Well, I think it's because of their style, JP. I mean, for the last 10 years, essentially the history of this club, their key foundations have relied on their defensive posture, their high pressing to create those turnovers, the tireless, defensive, edgy, disrupt the opponent sports rhythm type of mentality, and you can't play like that from April to October in Houston because is it a little temperature of the inner core of the sun?
A little hot there.
Yes.
Wow. Inner core of the sun.
Schmidt moves it across. Jacobs.
That's a good one.
Second half just moments old as Sophie Schmidt's pass finds Ryan. Sprayed it out wide, but off Patterson.
Interesting in the second half that Gabby Carl and Casey Kruger switched sides in the fullback position for the Washington Spirit. Wondering if Gabby Carl is going to stay home a bit more against Avery Patterson, who got isolated in that first half a few times up their right-hand side. And see if Casey Kruger is advancing positions and from the fullback pushes Yasmin Ryan further from their goal.
How does Houston get Ryan on the ball more, but in a better place than where she's been getting the ball?
She's been inverting into central positions a bit more, looking to rotate there with Delaney Sheehan. But I think there's opportunities for her to stay a bit wider because of that double pivot being narrow. They're sucking Washington Spirit into central areas. If she can retain the width up that left-hand side, I think there's going to be space for her to receive the ball facing forward.
Nielsen pass, try to break Patterson on that wing.
Field looks a little
throwing instead.
Worse for wear.
Now it's played in. Nielsen.
It's definitely not turf, at least.
Houston all the way back to the feet of Kingsbury. Two games tonight, 4 tomorrow, 1 on Sunday.
Oh my.
Will conclude opening weekend in the NWSL. Carl.
I believe Orlando scored again. They did. 3-0 over Chicago.
Break out of it. Now Santos floats one ahead towards Morris, chased by Jacobs. Help coming for Washington. Oh, nice ahead. Ricketts in the box, has an angle. Fires it high and wide.
She might have been offsides. She was.
Flag was up though. She looks confident tonight, Ricketts. Not that she doesn't normally, but this is a young kid that's trying to make an impression.
That's a good run there.
The way offsides.
Just demands the attention from Natalie Jacobs, gives McKenna Morris an opportunity to get her head up and look for that slashing run of Ricketts between the center backs. Right now, Houston Dash's 3 center backs have just been way too porous.
Long from Campbell, Jacobs. Back into her own half. It's coming all the way back from Lind to Campbell. That's risky. Rico had someone on her. Paige Nielsen on the move. That's Oliveri in front, asking for the ball. Instead finds Patterson right.
Oh, what a flick.
Sheehan the pickup.
Too far?
Space. Patterson goes for it, but Bernal has the better angle.
Oh. Stays in.
Stays in play. No fouls given. Here's Bright. Drives it across. That had power on it. Picked up by Jacobs against Morris. Crossing. Players after that ball. But it's going to go wide of Kingsbury. Patterson was in there in the end.
Yeah, credit to Patterson. I mean, it's her mentality and her tireless engine that just chases down that hopeful ball against Bernal to keep it in play and keep this opportunity alive here for the Houston Dash. Well done to contort her body just to get that
job
there. And then it was her again on the trying to get on the end of that service inside the penalty area.
Sheehan blocked. Foul was given there against Houston. Orlando keeps going. There was an own goal in that game. Ali Watt has also scored, so it's all Orlando on Prime. 49th minute there. Orlando bouncing back after last weekend's loss in the Challenge Cup. Game they lost in penalties after a 1-1 scoreline. Santos.
Wow, what a bump off the ball.
Tackled away. It's Patterson. Second year. Last year she was the team's newcomer of the year. Led the team in minutes. It was Narumi who made the first play, and then Bernal the second. Ball belongs to Washington.
Houston's playing tough.
What a defensive play there from Narumi. Just keeps her feet moving, waits for that separating touch. Knows she has the coverage there from Bernal. That touch there, uses her body well, places her body in between the ball and Patterson, and gives Bernal an opportunity to solve that out of possession.
Dasher back on the ball with Lind in the circle. Schmidt, 53rd minute. Washington leads on the road 2-0 at Houston. Nielsen.
Oh, that's actually a good ball.
Look was intended for Bright. It'll be a throw in for Olivieri. And again, it's a quick one. Patterson the flick.
Back heel.
Bright looking to turn on Bernal, who tackled it out for a corner.
And again, Messiah Bright just trying to post up and use their body to create an opportunity to roll Bernal there.
Wow, look at that divot. That's 3 inches deep. Holy cow.
Messiah Bright, one of the targets here. Katie Lind, the tall
That's going to turn some ankles if they don't get that fixed.
Puts one up. And it hits the upper netting above Kingsbury. 54th minute. Washington still up. They have had Houston's number. They've lost only one of the last 11 against the Dash in all competitions. Not lost here since 2018. Bernal. Flicked forward by Santos. Returned by Nielsen. More deflections.
Control, control, control.
Santos knocked away. Olivieri
nice ball.
Sheehan, the cross. Took a deflection. Ricketts came over to help out. Two players collide. Outside the box for Jacobs.
Way over the top. Wow.
An opportunity to maybe get one back there.
It's a good little combination play there from Sheehan and Olivieri up that right-hand side to get into the wide channel, service inside the penalty area. But credit to Washington Spirit. Numbers back behind the ball in their places. Got 3 players within the width of the goal to repel those crosses. Ultimately well defended by the Spirit.
Olivieri with Monterrey, lost that one. Spirit on the ball in the bright yellow. Houston in purple if you're just joining us. Dash had some good moments in the first half, but conceded the first goal in the 16th minute, then gave up another one in the 33rd. Fell behind 2-0. Santos towards Hatch, knocked out. 8th year in the league for Hatch. She has scored in every campaign. Had a couple of 9-goal seasons recently. Foul's given there. Free kick, Houston. No 10 yards there.
That should have been a card on that. Ref let it go. I think he was yelling at her though.
Side. Ryan back for Sheehan. Yasmin Ryan off Bright.
Oh, that ball did not go anywhere.
It away. Houston's pointing to the corner kick. Actually, they pointed first.
They have a little bit of video delay.
This half, 5 in total for Houston. Spirit didn't have any at halftime.
Oh, that was a one-time.
Nice cutback.
Ryan, that was a one-time he had.
Sheehan almost slipped it through. You could see what she was doing. Trying to find a former Gotham teammate. This is Ryan into the box. Maybe create something on her own. Slides it off.
Oh.
Just missed. And the connection to Sheehan, but that's the first time
Disappointing.
we've seen them tonight, kind of looking for each other multiple times.
Yeah, it's a good little combination play, interplay between those two players, but the work rate of Yasmin Ryan to counter press, to go and win the ball back. As soon as it's lost, they're not dwelling on the mistake. Go get pressure on the ball, see if you can cause a turnover, at least slow down Washington Spirit in transition. You know, Houston Dash getting into some cracking areas, just really can't create something interesting in front of goal quite yet.
Left side for Carl.
Ooh.
The legs tangled up with Olivieri, so the foul was given. Getting closer to the hour mark where you could see a change. Might we see Trinity Rodman, who told us yesterday or the day before, I think it was yesterday, that she was ready to go. And I said, could you go 90 if you had to? And she said, yes. There she is. Certainly one of the faces of the NWSL, Trinity Rodman. Talked about triple espresso and two of the espresso ingredients missing this year, right? Mallory Swanson out at the start of the year for personal reasons, and Sophia Smith, now Sophia Wilson, announced that she was pregnant, so she is out too. So we're down to one shot of espresso.
It seems like it will be enough for the Washington Spirit. Yeah. Just one shot of Trinity Rodman just oozes so.
It's like three shots in a row, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Here's Narumi on the move, slowing things down.
Fresh off, she
Carl.
believes.
Bernal. McKeown has Kruger to the right. Kruger pass ahead of Morris. You mentioned the switch with Kruger switching sides with Carl. Remember they did that a bit last year too. I'm not sure whether it was against the opponent specifically or something they wanted to do.
What's going on?
Houston subs coming in. Ryan Garris and Michelle Alozia. Coming in. Sheehan is one of the two coming out. Garris scored a goal in the preseason against Portland in a 3-2 win. She was out a bit last year on maternity leave as well. Schmidt's the other player that's going off. Those are the changes for Houston. See what those changes.
Looks like Houston has a relatively good crowd. I wonder how what they're.
We're now in the 60th minute. Into the box it comes towards Campbell. Dead in there, and then Nielsen gives it a ride.
The NWSL site is being mean to me right now.
She's checking her shoulder, waiting for that run to come across. Seals off the attacker before she is able to repel that cross into a safe area of the field.
Cleared all the way at the other end. Schmidt and Sheehan with the two subbed out. Those two more central players replaced by really wider players like Garris, like Alozia. Both have some pace as well as the ability to go outside 1v1. Kingsbury sliced it out. It's a Patterson throw-in.
Their site must be busy. It is very slow today.
Patterson again, knocked away. Here they are in transition. One of their many strengths for the Spirit, Ashley Hatch. No one's closing at the moment. Hatch slows it down, took the shot that was blocked by Jacobs.
On the phone, it's slow.
Looks for options. Hirschfeld is right there. Garris takes a run outside. Garris, the cross, blocked by Kruger. Still in play. Nope, it's out. Move the corner for Houston. You see immediately the pace of Garris on that side. Fresh legs and the speed.
Oh, she gets her head down, receives that ball facing forward. She's got one thing on her mind, and that's taking on a fullback, getting around the edge, looking to pull it back into a central position, looking for the run of Messiah Bright. Or Olivieri making that run from out to in.
Olivieri. Post cleared by Hatch again. She's won a few of those in the air. Defensively, right back into the box. Flexion. Goes towards the near sideline and out. We've got a player down in the box.
Couple of players.
It's Jacobs in a collision with Hirschfeld. And that Washington bench must cringe anytime they see a player of theirs go down with an injury. Training staff is going to come out. Hirschfeld is such an important player on this team.
Hirschfeld goes up early.
Oh,
Jacobs
that hurts.
On the blind slide, just off balances Hirschfeld while she's in the air, lands awkwardly.
I'll give both teams a chance to talk things over. I think I may have said earlier that Alozia was into the game, but it was Maggie Graham, 23, that came in. Those were the two changes. Spirit are leading by the score of 2-0. Pressure.
Trinity has most of her jersey off. She might be coming in soon.
Yeah, this Washington Spirit team want to press to destabilize their opponents. They'll pile players into that press, show aggression, win the ball back quickly in advanced areas, and they have borne so much fruit from an attacking perspective from those turnovers in this game all of last season. It's rickets from distance.
I really think that was in.
Went over the line, but either way, Ashley Hatch was there to put it in, and just look at the pressure from Washington Spirit, outnumbering the ball carrier. First thought is to go forward. Single-mindedness here from the Washington Spirit, progressing it into dangerous areas, looking to exploit an unbalanced opponent in transition.
Houston have had looks tonight, but I'm trying to think of a close call that they had against Kingsbury, and that's hard to come up with.
And probably the best opportunity was on that Delaney Sheehan opportunity that she.
I think they're going to sub her out because I think
that by herself, or
it's definitely sprained.
From Avery Patterson late in that
it's not
first
broken,
half.
at least it looks like walk on it. It's definitely sprained.
Hirschfeld is laboring, to say the least, going off. We'll see what the Spirit do. Trinity Rodman available tonight.
Maybe by next week I'll have
Ratcliffe right beside her.
It's all cleaned up,
Ratcliffe
so it looks respectable in here. Maybe.
You know that Rodman is itching to get in there and play ahead of their home opener next week against Kansas City.
I think we're all
yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, no, I'm in that category too.
Yeah, so fun
Here she
to
comes.
watch. We were talking to her a few days ago just about how much she smiles, and it's so good to see Trinity Rodman smiling, enjoying herself, enjoying the football, and I think that's what makes this Washington Spirit team so entertaining. Whether they're at full strength or the injuries, you just see how much joy that they play with, how much fun, especially when they play at home in front of their home crowd.
So Morris is coming out. We'll see what they're going to do about Hirschfeld. Rodman and Ratcliffe are coming in, and it looked like Esme Morgan was getting up as well. So we'll have to see if it'll be a triple sub.
Well, they do have the window thing, so you have to make your subs when you can. You only get so many opportunities. Aw, Chloe didn't get her goal.
So everyone's curious to see how Rodman does here, as those substitutions were made by Washington. So you've got Rodman in Brittany Radcliffe and Esme Morgan. Hirschfeld struggling there to get out, off to the side. Morgan back to collect it. She was a starter a week ago. Rodman tried up that left side, it was blocked. Pushed ahead into space. Lind is back there, playing it back to the feet of Campbell. So Hirschfeld's night is over. We'll see who replaces her in that spot, if it'll be Morgan or if they will reconfigure.
Well, they put Morgan into the center back position where she feels comfortable. Very good in possession center back. Can help this team retain a little bit more of the ball. We're now moving into that double pivot next to Narumi.
Ricketts had a good night tonight.
She was energetic, she was lively, tenacious on the defensive side of the ball, caused a few problems in transition
Her
for the
tights
Houston Dash, created that second goal with her opportunity from distance before Ashley Hatch was able to put it over the line.
Random.
68th minute, Washington still up by a 2-0 scoreline. Bernal plays it to the right. Houston still with the edge in possession. They've had 7 points to none for Washington.
I don't even know what repressions are.
As Maggie Green mentioned earlier, first-year player out of Duke University. Remember, no college draft this year, so it would be interesting to see how these college players do this year, because they were sought after specifically by these clubs. Had nothing to do with a draft preference or a draft order. First year the league has gone without the draft.
I think it's one of the best things that happened this offseason for the NWSL. I mean, your entire career, when you first start your footballing career, you get to choose where you want to play. For your club, then you choose where you want to go to college if that's your route.
Rodman's all alone.
Rodman. Everyone's trying to reach out to her. Rodman cutting it back, lost it there in the end.
That's
taken over.
Unfortunately what happens for Rodman. A lot.
The Houston Dash trying to create those turnovers against the sideline, and they get pinned over, allowing space for one of the dangerous players in the world in space, Trinity Rodman. Nielsen slows her down just enough to allow Danny Colaprico an opportunity to get back and just toe poke it away. But you can see how many Houston Dash players are out on that left-hand side, leaving Trinity Rodman in acres of space. Nielsen slides across to confront Trinity Rodman.
It's actually good. It's a good defense. They all didn't.
Opportunity on frame, but it's
initially terrible.
Work rate from Danny Colaprico to get there in the nick
but they
of
got
time.
in position to have a tiered defense against her.
A year ago, the 8 goals and the 6 assists, and who knows if her back was strong all year. She had some back issues towards the end of last year. Took a clean break, she told us, during the off season. Back needed rest. Went to Pilates to help the back, and she's looking to even improve where she's already at.
You do Pilates, JP?
No.
Oh wow. Orlando 4-0 over Chicago.
She does, apparently.
Apparently I need to get into Pilates.
Yeah.
70th minute, injury on the field.
Morgan drives it long. She's an English international, looking for Carl. It's too long, and there's Campbell. 71st minute. Washington Spirit, so good last year, home and away, actually, but so solid on the road, and they're off to a good start right now. Another 20 minutes or so to go, and some stoppage time to try to get their first road win in the regular season, having won last week on the road in Orlando, Challenge Cup final. Patterson drives it across. Headed down, Olivieri plays it back into a box.
Ooh,
shot
handball, maybe.
Deals for a handball.
Oh, Rodman.
Headed forward by Rodman. It was a big collision there. Nielsen down for the second time. And the first time was first half. And there appeared to be contact near the head at least, if not the head.
That might get reviewed and be a yellow card. That was...
Oh, this is Paige Nielsen in a more advanced position, just trying to keep this play.
That's hard to say, I guess.
Pin Washington Spirit back, rises up with Trinity Rodman, just gets a knock to the head.
A rough night for Nielsen. Hopefully she's okay. The rest of her team can talk things over, get a bit of a breather while she's being looked at. Houston had some subs up, but want to see what the situation is with Nielsen before they make any changes. Meanwhile, there's Washington discussing things. They've made 3 changes recently, so want to make sure everyone's on the same page. Houston's going to make some changes. Ozia is coming in. Olivieri is going out. And Evelina Dulian will replace Messiah Wright.
Tough night for Messiah Bright. I thought there were probably opportunities that this Houston Dash team could have relieved pressure, allowed her to investigate that space in behind Washington Spirit's defense. She played well back to goal, created a few opportunities, trying to roll defenders, created some set pieces. I really didn't have the service inside the penalty area.
Excuse me.
But she quite needed.
They made 4 changes, Houston, in the allotted windows. Probably will save a sub in case something happens here with Nielsen. Jacobs on the ball. Nielsen right back, ready to go. Lind to Nielsen. Slow it down, pass back from Graham. Jacobs. Kruger was relentless there, broke it up, but here's Houston on the pickup.
Yeah. Kruger's like, where's the help?
Julia
That was great.
On the run. Hoping to get more minutes with this team than she did with Orlando a year ago. Here's Patterson. Look,
good ball.
Back post, knotted down.
That's in. Goal!
Houston's within 1. We'll have to wait and see who got credit. Looked like Graham was in there in front. Game on.
Was that initial pass? Look at the breakout pace of Duyan. Perfectly weighted pass right into the run of Patterson. Head down, off balance is Carl just enough to get the service across.
Oh,
it's Ryan Garris
nobody.
on the back post.
Nobody
Wisely
went for the defense.
puts it back into a central position. And Maggie Graham maybe touches it there. She'll take credit, doesn't matter. Houston Dash finds a way back into this game. Duyan making an instant impact as a substitute. Perfectly placed ball from Patterson, bending away from Kingsbury, eliminates 4 Washington Spirit defenders.
Well, Graham is going to get credit for it.
It's a good heads-up play from Garris to put that back into a central position. Good positioning from Maggie Graham on her defender.
The first professional goal.
Good job, Maggie.
From Maggie Graham, who scored 4 times in the College Cup last year, 14 overall goals during her last college season. Duke University made a game out of it.
I just love that pass from Duyan into the feet of Patterson and zipped in with pace, a little bending into her run, which allows Patterson to get her head up to see where Gabby Carl is. Really well done from the young player.
Julian only got into 8 games with Orlando, started once last year. Clearly didn't get the minutes. Hoping to get more in Houston. Ryan's on the chase. See how this energizes the dash. They finally get a reward for their effort tonight. Colaprico still going, slowing it down.
Well, the ball's slowed down.
All the way to the corner. Here's putting pressure on. The 2025 NWSL regular season continues tomorrow. 2024 Golden Boot winner Temwa Shawinga and the Kansas City Current hosting Sam Coffey and the Portland Thorns with coverage beginning at 12:30 Eastern on ABC. Portland with so many injuries this year. Who steps up besides Sam Coffey? As for Kansas City, what kind of an encore can Shawinga have? She did everything right last year.
I mean, that's a team that's not going to lack for attacking production all season long, even if Shawinga's not the one. They've got Bia, Dabinia, DiBernardo coming off one of the best seasons of her career. Michelle Cooper looks re-energized out on that right-hand side for Kansas City.
Yeah, they're loaded. Morgan. You know that game will be sold out tomorrow as well. It's KC Stadium. Atmosphere always great there. Cross for McGeown in the 78th minute. Turnover.
Ooh.
Colaprico, and then the collision there.
What?
Free kick coming up. And Washington knows they're in a game right now.
Holy
One
cow.
mistake, and this one's tied. Whereas before, Spirit looked like they were in control.
I don't know about this call. Oh, he got it right.
Colaprico, Bernal.
She had the ball
Just
first.
trying to dink that over the defensive leg of Bernal. Gets all of Bernal's ankle there.
Checking for a possible red card.
I think that would be very harsh.
That's not a card. It's not a cardable offense at all.
Lifted over the closest leg of Bernal and just ends up stepping on her ankle.
It's the dumbest thought ever here.
Well, there was no call on the field.
Yeah, it can't.
The discussion continues. Does he want to take a look on his own? '80th minute, some anxious moments. And it's a potential game-changing call.
I don't see a red card.
Look, just Colaprico just trying to pull off a clever little play. Doesn't get over Bernal.
Yeah.
As we thought, outcome was really no outcome. There's no red. Julian spinning.
I mean, if he called it the other way,
Nielsen.
then it possibly, but
Houston now
he got
against the clock.
right there both
The
calls
fighting
correct.
chance. Only down by 1. Ryan, left sideline for Garris, has really helped open things up on that far side since coming on as a second half sub.
And that's allowing Yasmin Ryan to float in central areas and allowing her decisions of when she can leak
Offsides.
out to create
Offsides.
those combinations and pull Washington Spirit out of those central areas.
About 10 minutes and some stoppage time to go. Kingsbury will put it back into play. .133rd game played in the NWSL. Same with starts. Narumi towards the left side. Kept alive there.
Let's go, Rodman.
Trinity Rodman. versus Julian. Slipped by her. Rodman in the box. Cutting again. Knocked away. Patterson back there defending. Julian with a pickup. Swedish Youth International. Trying to spin away. Lost it to Carl. Rodman and Santos so close together at the moment. Rodman holds off the defender. Santos coming all the way back.
Good recycle. Rodman was offsides.
Miss hit. Detritzio's coming in. Julie Doyle and Barbara Banda, meanwhile, have added to Orlando's rout over Chicago.
Geez,
That's 5-0 at this point, but that game's still going on, and Santos is coming out. Margie Detrizio is a replacement player, one of 3 brought in by the Washington Spirit with all of the injuries that they have.
She might earn a roster spot.
So that'll be their 4th sub. '83rd minute, 2-1, Washington. Foul given there. Restart coming. Fouls on Graham. We're told that she's officially the 1,000th player to appear in a match in an NWSL competition, regular season, playoffs, Challenge Cup, Fall Series, and Summer Cup all count towards this. Maggie Graham.
What a player to do so as well. A highly touted player coming out of the college game who's going to contribute a lot of minutes, I think, to this Houston Dash team this season in a bunch of different positions. One of the most versatile players that they have, can play across any attacking position in the midfield. Certainly a player that's going to grow under Fabrice Charles' leadership as well.
Careful the shoving there.
Ball swung back to Morgan. Heading it down, McKeown. Ryan was there. The subs have definitely helped Houston getting that goal to bring them to within 1. And even bigger help, Ratcliffe. Couldn't get it wide. Rodman was wide open. Foul call there. Free kick. Dash.
You can just see how much these Spirit players revere the impact of Trinity Rodman. Britt Ratcliffe running at the back line of Houston Dash. Detrizio Hatch on the back shoulder, trying to make that run in behind. And Britt Ratcliffe is dribbling across the field to somehow get the ball to Trinity Rodman in open space.
It's ruled a corner kick. It's a great effort by McKeown coming back against Ryan, but still a corner.
I love
This
her.
effort by McKeown for positioning. Apparently touched it last. Houston's corner in the 85th minute.
Low.
We're looking at, looks like for Lind. Headed down. Julian's after it.
Rodman's over there.
First time we've seen Trinity on that side right there, but it was more defending. Here she comes. Lost it, but recovers it. Almost sprung. Detrizio.
I think Detrizio's quick. He'll play on.
In for Julian. Great hustle back. Both sides of the ball tonight. Ashley Hatch strong. Has 1 goal tonight as well, which right now would be the game.
Oh,
winner.
what is this?
If it ended up.
You've got to be kidding. How did she commit the foul?
Great work rate.
She got hit with the elbow.
Position to pick the ball off in a central position, progressing it forward, waiting for support. Graham gets her body between the ball and Hatch.
This ref is good, but dang.
Pushed wide by Lynn. Houston get numbers forward. Couldn't slip it through to Ryan. A bit more dangerous.
Oh, dude fell.
Pitching in.
Yeah, Ryan Garris's position, trying to crack open that space between Kruger and Mickey Owen. Bernal wisely tracks the run of Yasmin Ryan out of a central position.
Garris. Veteran Kruger stayed right with her. Nice defensive work from the veteran Casey Kruger. It's a goal kick.
Kruger step for step here with Garris, initiates contact, then gets position, and then just uses her body to shield this one out. Slow Houston dashes attack down, allow the Spirit to have a bit of possession here at the end of this game.
Patterson for the dash to the right side.
2 minutes plus.
Go inside.
Ooh.
Help there from
6-0 over in Orlando.
Alozia.
Chicago.
And Houston lost it out.
Insane.
Besides the substitutions, what else has looked good for Houston ever since scoring that goal?
I mean, they're on the front foot. There seems to be a hope or optimism, and it goes back to the culture, I think, that Fabrice Cottrell is trying to instill within this team. They're fighting, they're battling. A few minutes left in this game, trying to scrape a point out of this match.
Yeah.
It's chased back by Detrizio.
Detrizio is quick.
Spirit collapse, win it. Detrizio blocked. Nielsen getting close to the 90-minute mark. See how generous stoppage time is.
It should be more than the first half.
Jacobs.
Probably 5,
Wide
maybe
on the
6.
left side where Garris has been a factor since coming on. Here's Jacobs. Has Ryan
89th
there.
minute.
Ryan a better second half than the first. Has become more involved in the play, finding the space. Oh, that looked like a nice ball, but Ratcliffe picked it.
Kruger needs some help here.
Tried to turn on Ryan. Ball went out of play. Almost to 90 minutes. Washington trying to just close this out. The 3 important points away from home. Houston fighting to get a point out of this strong effort they've had tonight in their home opener. Here's Ratcliffe, knocked away. Ball out. They throw in here. That stoppage time signal, which will come any moment. Kruger. Flags, Hatch is over there. Trying to send it down the wing. It is going to be 9 minutes of stoppage time.
9.
It's a
There's
nice
still
number for Houston.
Still a huge amount.
Hoping for a high one. Graham. Wide left side. An interchange of positions. It goes wide from Garris. Ryan into the box. The shot.
Good save.
Another great combination here from Ryan Garris. Gets her head up, dishes it out to Yasmin Ryan. Facing forward, takes on Casey Kruger, dribbles into a central area, knowing that she's going to take that touch onto her left foot, get a bit of separation and time to get that shot off, but cannot challenge Kingsbury. At that point, you just are in such a narrow angle. You want to hit it low, you want to hit it as hard as you possibly can, force Kingsbury to give up some type of rebound because they had numbers in and around the area.
Look at the ball from Garris. Almost found Alozia. Garris not only come in with speed, but with some ideas too, and the willingness to try them. Collision results in that foul. Foul on Bernal, free kick. Houston. In the second minute of a minimum of 9 on the board for stoppage time. The Ryan pass is short. Garris for Jacobs.
4 minutes to the Orlando game.
Goal kick.
They're in the 92nd minute there. Still 6-0.
Happening in Orlando. Ben has scored again. 6-0 for Orlando.
That's a response from the Challenge Cup.
I was going to say, remember last year we thought they might run the tape, right? Well, this year they could have started off on a bad night tonight with 2 straight losses, even though only 1 would have been in the regular season, but not the way they wanted to start. That's an emphatic statement that says,
I think Chicago's just
yeah, I think a lot of people
not any good again for some reason.
A lot of concerns about the Stars this year, especially not knowing the impact that Mallory Swanson could have for that team this season. That's going to cause a lot of problems, not only on the attacking side of the ball, but how are they going to defend, knowing that they're going to have to take more risks to produce something in the attack.
Patterson played it back. 3rd minute of stoppage time.
Now Houston's playing like they should have been all game.
Houston find one and get a point out of this game.
No, she didn't look up to the run.
Jacobs ball picked by Bernal. Spirit could use some possession here and work that clock. It's turned over quickly. Dasher back on the ball. Campbell. Lind. Jacobs. Stringing some passes together. That last one was over hit. Possession turned over. There's a yellow card in the referee's hand. So he saw something. Bodie will replace Hatch. I saw a yellow card coming out.
And Ashley Hatch right now has the game winner from Chloe Ricketts, unleashing from distance. Ashley Hatch wise to that rebound, framing the goal, gets Houston Dash 3 center back snoozing, just walks that one into the goal.
Nick Bodie is Tess Bodie's younger sister. We'll see Tess Bodie, her team, tomorrow in one of our Ion games. It is Utah Royals hosting Bay FC. It's interesting that this change was made. Don't know if there's any injury there at all with Hatch, but talk about confidence thrown in some of these players in the end from Jonah Giraldez. Ball played in. Bouncer 2. Rodman up the wing. So replacement players have been the last couple of subs for Washington, and the game is still on the line with Bodie in and Detrizio.
Just because they're labeled replacements doesn't mean they're not any good. Come on, you know that.
Kruger on the ball. Turned over. Lynn. Jacobs. Colaprico. Ryan looks for options. Finds Patterson. Try to cut inside of Carl. Ryan the pickup. Alozia's cross blocked, cleared out. Julian's pickup. Still on the dribble. Finally tackled away. Julian looks very dangerous.
It's that little bit of deception there that just frees her up. An opportunity to split the defense of Washington.
Orlando 6-0 over Chicago Stars. That's
Quick
final.
On a bounce. Julian and the offside flag is up. If you're Washington, how do you close this out? You got 3 minutes maybe and some change.
Yeah, continue to slow the game down here. Keep possession. See if they can get the ball higher up the pitch into Detrizio. Can be a platform to skip lines as well as just hold up the ball, allow options to get underneath and advance the ball forward in a more secure manner.
Kingsbury, long kick. Still in play. It's off frame. In that collision, the pickup by Nielsen. Halfway line area off Morgan. Narumi battles, gets it forward. Headed by Jacobs. 7th minute of stoppage time.
It's amazing how much power Narumi, for being a small frame, can get.
Paige Nielsen. Going over the top. Couldn't find Alozia.
Oh!
And that was a bit of a nudge. Foul on Graham.
Unfortunate foul, but nevertheless a foul.
8th minute of stoppage time. Houston has shown us a lot here in the second half.
Yeah, Julian, when she came in the game, really changed it. Ryan Garris has been a bright spot for this Houston Dash team, and it's been that her relationship with the ball side 10, whether it's Yasmin Ryan, Danny Colaprico at times, being able to create those 2v2s out in the wide channel. Her decision making has been exquisite too. When to go 1v1, when to get that cross into the area.
Just got a yellow. Do they want to play more than 9 extra minutes? Because more will be added now for that yellow card. Dash players trying to calm Julian down. Free kick for Nielsen.
Radwan's face was priceless.
So 2 yellows tonight, both on Washington Spirit players Carl and Bernal. Over the top again, the dangerous Garris versus Kruger. Cross into the box, bounced away from a couple of players.
Oh, Ryan Garris, that was so sneaky. Just lays it back on the blind side of Kruger, makes that run in behind. Receives it past Kruger, cuts it back, allows the Washington defense to get set. Avery Patterson just can't quite manipulate her body to be able to get on the end of this service. Really difficult because it just glances right over top of Gabby Carl's leg. Hard for Patterson to be able to judge it.
Could have been their last chance. We're past the 9 minutes of stoppage time, but more should be added for that yellow on Bernal. Bodie played it back, turned over, Alozia. Too fancy there. Cut off and cleared. Looked like they had some numbers forward, but that is going to do it. Washington Spirit, fair to say, held on for a 2-1 victory over a very game Houston Dash side.
Well, thanks, Jeff, for being here.
Even with a depleted roster, we're in control of this game. And the Houston Dash did put pressure on toward the second half, end of that second half. But the Spirit were efficient with their chances. They defended well. They staved off that last-ditch opportunity from the Dash. But for the Dash, I mean, alarm bells shouldn't be ringing quite yet. I think there were some good signs that we saw tonight. I think it's going to be a difficult task, but if Gautral can continue to steep in his ideas and continue to build on that, they had some good builds, some good approach play. Now can they turn that approach play into something a bit more threatening, a bit more penetrative, whether it's movement in the final third or establishing a bit more of a tempo. There's going to be some teething problems for this Houston Dash team, but some good signs moving forward.
Ashley Hatch gets credit for the game-winning goal. 19th career regular season game-winning goal.
Congrats,
Goal
Spirits.
now in second place in league history. We're coming back with more. Washington 2, Houston 1.
The NWSL is the most competitive league in the world.
You're watching Avengers Assemble.
I channel my inner Dennis Rodman on the field.
Oh man, the league has grown and it's awesome to see.
NWSL is changing. Almost an entire generation is leaving just as the game is beginning to soar.
Our
leave everything on the field, but I want this title.
What do dogs want when they spin? Ah, the irresistible smell and taste of new Caesar warm bowls.
Watch this.
No excuses. We pick it up, we control the game. Let somebody know. All right, we're smart. Let's go.
Watch us move. Watch us fly. Watch us break. Watch us burn. Watch us rise. Watch us rule. Just you watch.
Thanks for watching, chat. Appreciate y'all.
Kids' college can feel overwhelming. That's why College Av's private student loans are designed with flexibility to fit your budget and keep life simple. With competitive rates and an instant credit decision, there's a reason our loan experience is highly rated. We've got your back from application to graduation and beyond. Get started with helpful tools and resources that allow the whole family to stress less on the road to success with College Ave.
We live for the NWSL on ESPN. Facts for the Trin Spins and the Soap Shrugs. For Double B, the MVP, and the GOAT. For fandom so fierce you can feel it. Because this is more than a league. It's a lifestyle. And we are here for it. All of it. All the time. If you are too, you know where to find us. NWSL Kickoff Weekend on the networks of ESPN and ABC.
Welcome back, everyone, to our NWSL coverage on opening weekend. Washington Spirit with a 2-1 victory over the Houston Dash. We are standing by to bring in Ashley Hatch. Ashley, thank you for joining us. Congrats on your game winner. You're now second all-time in career game-winning goals with 19. Tell us about your team's performance tonight.
Thanks. It was a really good team effort. Houston's a really good team. We definitely had to fight for that win, and I'm just really proud of us overall.
Ashley, your team's coming off a good Challenge Cup victory. The roster is somewhat depleted at this point, and you guys still find ways to win. What are the expectations and aspirations for the club this year?
We have big dreams, big goals, and everyone from the top to the bottom works hard day in and day out. So if our top players aren't available, everyone's just ready and hungry to play, and I think you saw that here today.
Has it been tough dealing with all of the injuries? You've not really had a full squad together, really, even in preseason.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough when you don't have the full squad, but I feel like each week we get another person available, and I feel like that's just adding to our excitement going forward. So we're just going to keep climbing as soon as people keep joining our roster.
Congrats on the goal. Good luck next week in your home opener.
Thank you.
That is Ashley Hatch, who is among the goal scorers tonight. Here are the highlights.
Well, this first goal happened against the run of play here for the Washington Spirit, committing so many numbers out on that left-hand side, pulling the Houston Dash out of central positions, leaving the Dash 2v2. Ashley Hatch creates this goal, steers this one on frame, forces a good save out of Jane Campbell, and McKenna Morris continues to thrive in this Spirit setup. But it was the Washington Spirit then taking advantage of some costly mistakes in build out here for the Houston Dash, outnumbering the ball carrier, single-minded, first touch forward, going forward. Ashley Hatch wise to this rebound, following up as the ball
still think it's a Ricketts goal.
Houston Dash 3 center backs just ball watching.
So close.
Ashley Hatch first to it, puts it over the line, doubles the lead. But the Houston Dash would continue to put pressure on this Washington Spirit team in the second half. Dul Yan made an instant impact when she entered the match. Great ball out to Avery Patterson, who off balances Gabby Carl, creates just enough space to whip this one across the face. Ryan Garrison in the right place. Great decision to bring that one back across the Maggie Graham.
Look at the final numbers in this game. Houston ended up with 8 corners, nothing really to show for it, but it's Washington with a 2-1 win in this game. Final thoughts?
Yeah, I think the Houston Dash, the foundation is set and the relationships are still in that infancy stage. Tonight was to be expected. I mean, they're going up against one of the best teams in the Washington Spirit. Great in transition. The Houston Dash have some kinks to work out to create some more opportunities and generate some more high quality chances.
Houston on the road next Saturday at Chicago. Washington home opener versus Kansas City also next weekend. Morrison Hatch the goal scores for Washington. Graham at the other end. For Jill Lloyden and our entire crew, I'm JP Dellacamera. Thanks for joining us tonight. This has been a presentation of NWSL Plus. Good night, everyone.
Paying for your kids' college can feel overwhelming. That's why College Av's
Congrats,
private
Orlando.
student loans are
Congrats,
designed with flexibility.
Washington on your wins. Orlando 6-0, Washington 2-1. Thanks to chat for coming out tonight. Appreciate y'all, even though you're quiet.
Your back from application to graduation and beyond. Get started with helpful tools and resources that allow the whole family to stress less on the road to success with College Ave.
Son, what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to live the good life.
So what do you want to do when you grow up?
You'll know what the good life is when you live it. Kia, movement that inspires.
Watch this. Watch us move. Watch us fly. Watch us break. Watch us burn. Watch us rise. Watch us rule. Just you watch.
It matters late at night.
It matters when you aren't sure and need someone who is.
It matters when times are tight and saving money can really make a difference.
Thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate you.
Hi, Alex.
Where you get your medicine has never mattered more. That's why we have more locations than any other pharmacy, with pharmacists you get to know right in your neighborhood.
Where you get your medicine matters.
All right. Thanks, chat. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate y'all.
Your medicine matters.
It's going back to the beginning. Cute.